decision is to accept.
Is this necessary?
Pertenecen a Manitas del Monte. Parecía haberse sumado del país.
Señora Emilia Pérez.
Welcome back, Warner fam. Today, I'm diving into the gritty 2024 thriller crime film, Emilia Pérez. So keep your eyes wide open and stay safe as we unravel this intense story. The movie kicks off in the heart of Mexico City. A lawyer, Rita Mora Castro, is caught up in a case involving a powerful public figure, Gabriel Mendoza. He's accused of murdering his wife, but even though Rita knows Mendoza is guilty, she helps her colleague twist the truth, calling the wife's death a suicide to let him walk free. Rita struggles in silence, haunted by the injustice. The tension is thick, and the city around them feels alive, watching, waiting. In the bathroom, Rita's phone rings with an anonymous call. The voice on the other end tells her to meet at the newsstand in 10 minutes. After a moment of doubt, she decides to go. But the moment she arrives, a bag is thrown over her head, and she's dragged into a van. The van speeds into the desert, the silence pressing in. Rita's heart pounds in her chest as they stop. She's pulled out and meets Juan Manitas del Monte, a dangerous cartel kingpin. She's heard whispers of his violent reputation, but she's not prepared for what comes next. Manitas looks at her, calm yet intense. He shares his plan. He wants to transition from male to female and has already begun the process. Rita listens, trying to stay calm in this strange, dark moment. Rita travels to Bangkok to meet with doctors for Manitas' transition. But things take a dark turn when Manitas' thugs threaten her because she's not moving fast enough. Rita doesn't back down. She meets with a skilled surgeon, Dr. Wasserman, and after a deep conversation, he agrees to meet with Manitas. Dr. Wasserman shares his own past struggle with gender dysphoria, opening up to Rita. Meanwhile, Rita also meets Manitas' wife, Jessie. Jessie's face is filled with sadness, her eyes desperate for a way out. Rita arranges for Jessie and her children, Angel and Diego, to be moved to Switzerland under new identities. She takes them to the airport, holding back tears as she says goodbye. Afterwards, Rita speaks with Manitas. He tells her job is done, and the money she's been promised is hers. Overcome with relief and joy, Rita lets tears fall, knowing she's done the right thing. Manitas stages a fake gang murder, making it look like he's been killed. Jessie hears the news and breaks down, her heart shattered by the loss. But things aren't what they seem. After the surgery, Manitas starts a new chapter. He embraces his true self, now living as Emilia Pérez. It's a fresh start, one filled with hope and the promise of a life lived more authentically. 4 years later, Rita has a whole new look and is living a more comfortable life in Mexico. She's enjoying a nice dinner with friends when suddenly, Emilia walks up to her. It doesn't take long for Rita to recognize her. Emilia tells Rita she's been searching for her because she wants to reunite with Jessie and their sons. She's determined to bring her family back together no matter what it takes. Rita makes plans for Jessie and the boys to visit Emilia's home, pretending that she's Manitas' cousin and the boys' aunt. Emilia is thrilled to see her sons again, but Jessie isn't happy about the situation. She feels uneasy and doesn't trust the setup. Jessie decides to reach out to an old friend, Gustavo Brun. She hopes he can help her figure things out and maybe even get her life back on track. While having lunch together, Rita and Emilia meet a woman looking for her missing son. This encounter makes Emilia think deeply about her past, about the crimes she left behind. Later, back at home, Emilia tucks one of her sons into bed. As she kisses him goodnight, he whispers that her scent reminds him of his father. The words hit Emilia hard, stirring old memories she thought she had buried. Rita starts making deals with cartel members locked up in prison, getting information about where the mass graves of cartel victims are hidden. As bodies are discovered, including the missing son, Emilia takes action. She starts a nonprofit called La Luchachita, focused on bringing justice to the victims. With Rita's help, the nonprofit grows, and more victims are identified. Meanwhile, Jessie keeps her affair with Gustavo a secret. She opens up to Emilia about her past with Manitas, trying to make sense of the complicated feelings she had during their time together. It's a conversation full of confusion, but also understanding. Emilia and Rita work together to organize a big gala, hoping to attract potential donors. As they look around, Rita notices that many of the guests are criminals who have now turned their attention to collecting money. She can't help but feel uneasy about it. The event is a mix of luxury and danger, where the lines between right and wrong are blurred. Emilia meets Epifania Flores, a woman whose husband's remains were found through Emilia's nonprofit. After confirming that her husband is dead, Epifania breaks down in tears. She talks about the abuse she suffered at his hands and how, despite the sadness, she feels safer now that he's gone. Emilia, seeing Epifania's pain, slips a knife into her purse for protection. As time goes on, their connection grows, and Emilia and Epifania begin a romantic relationship. Rita opens up to Emilia, sharing the struggles in her personal and professional life. Emilia tells her that the nonprofit wouldn't be what it is without Rita's hard work. Later, Rita spots Jessie at a nightclub hanging out with Gustavo. When Jessie tells Emilia she plans to move away with Gustavo and the kids, Emilia's anger flares up. She calls the children her own and reacts violently, ordering one of her men to beat Gustavo and pay him to leave Mexico. Jessie leaves with the boys, but Emilia isn't done. She cuts off Jessie's finances, making sure she has no way to support herself. Now Rita finds herself stuck in the middle, having to act as a mediator between the two women. Epifania visits Rita, and while they're talking, they find out that Emilia has been kidnapped. Rita's heart sinks when she gets 3 of Emilia's fingers delivered to her at work. In a panic, Rita calls Gustavo, who demands a ransom for Emilia's safe return. Determined to save her, Rita quickly gathers a team of officers, ready to head to the location where Emilia is being held. The team reaches the meeting spot, but Gustavo's gunmen spot them right away. A wild shootout breaks out, chaos all around. In the middle of it, Emilia tells Jessie the truth. She was Manita's all along. She talks about their love story, how they both fell for each other. Jessie is hit with guilt and regret, but before she can do anything, Gustavo grabs Emilia and shoves her into the trunk of his car. He speeds off, taking Jessie with him. But Jessie has a change of heart. With a determined look, she pulls out a gun and forces Gustavo to pull over. They struggle in the car, the fight wild and out of control. In the chaos, they crash off the road, and the car explodes, killing Emilia, Jessie, and Gustavo in an instant. After everything that happened, Rita takes on the responsibility of caring for the boys and deeply mourns Emilia's loss. She's left with a heavy heart, feeling the weight of everything that's been lost. In Mexico City, Epifania leads a march with other citizens, honoring Emilia and the legacy she's left behind. The streets are filled with people remembering Emilia's strength and the impact she had on everyone's lives. Which part of the movie shocked you the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So if you liked this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more recaps. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Warner Movie Recaps.